Welcome back to my channel. Today's quick project is this cute little cat bookmark. I've been making these for a couple of children at the creche. It's very quick to work up. So for this, let me just move this one side. So any type of wool, scrap pieces that you have lying around, because it doesn't take that much of wool. The correct size crochet hook, a pair of scissors, a darning needle. If you don't have one, it's fine. You can always use a smaller crochet hook. And that's all you need. So let's quickly start with the body. For the body, and let me move that out of the way. For the body, you're going to start with a magic circle. Chain 1 to secure. Into this magic circle, you're going to crochet 8 single crochets. One other thing that you will require is a stitch marker, which I completely forgot to say. Pull your magic ring tight to close. Okay, into the very first stitch, you're going to make 2 single crochets. So I'm going to make the first one, and I'm going to put on my stitch marker and make another one into the exact same stitch. Your repeat for this round is 2 single crochet in each stitch across, well, around. When you get to the end of your circle, you will have a total of 16 single crochets. That is row 2 complete. Remove your stitch marker. In that stitch where you removed your stitch marker, place 1 single crochet and put your stitch marker right back on. In the next stitch, you're going to work 2 single crochets. Your repeat for this round is, why can't my stitch come out? Here we go. 1 single crochet in one stitch, and the following stitch, 2 single crochets. You will continue to work in that manner until you come to the end of your round, and you will have a total of 24 single crochets. That's the end of row 3. Now for row 4. We are only going to work half of this round and then make the tail. So in the very first stitch, and make 1 single crochet. Put your stitch marker back on so you know it's row 4. In the next stitch, 1 single crochet. In the third stitch, 2 single crochets. So you're only going to crochet until you have 16 stitches. So that's 4. Your repeat for this round is 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and in your third stitch, 2 single crochets. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and the last 2, 16. For your tail, you're going to chain 35. It's up to you how long or short you want your tail to be. If you want more, just add more chain. You will now work 1 single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and 1 single crochet in each of your chain stitches until you get to the last chain. You'll notice that your tail has curled a bit, but it will flatten out in a book. So this is the last chain, so that's the last single crochet. Now you'll go back to your repeat pattern for round 4. which is 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches and 2 single crochet in the 3rd stitch. You'll work in this manner until you come to the end of your round. At the end of your round, remove your stitch marker and slip stitch into that first stitch. Cut your yarn. It's a good idea to work your tails away immediately. Just makes it easier and faster for later. Yes, I know I'm saying that, but I also forget to work them occasionally. Just work away your tails the best you can, hiding your yarn nicely at the back of your work, in between your row. You can see it left a little bump there, but that I will see to when I attach a head to this. Now for the head part, magic ring again or magic circle, chain 1 to secure. Into this circle you're going to crochet 6 single crochets. Pull your magic circle closed. Into your very first stitch, you're going to make 2 single crochets. So when you make the first one, please put a stitch marker, and I'm going, why is this happening that I'm battling with this? Yeah, we have it. So into the very first stitch, once you've made your very first stitch, place a stitch marker. And into the same stitch, you're going to make another single crochet. Your repeat pattern for this row is 2 single crochets in each of the 6 single crochets of the previous round, and that will give you a total of 12 single crochets when you're done with your round. That's row 2 complete. For row 3, remove your stitch marker, 1 single crochet in the first stitch, and put your stitch marker back on. Two single crochets in the next stitch. You'll repeat for this round, 1 single crochet in one stitch. In the following stitch, 2 single crochets. When you get to the end of this round, you will have a total of 18 stitches. That's row 3 complete. Row 4, remove your stitch marker. In the first stitch, you're going to make the following stitches. 1 double crochet, followed by a chain of 3, and you're going to slip stitch back into the same stitch. 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and you're going to make the second ear, which is the same as the first, all in the next stitch. 1 double crochet, followed by a chain of 3 and a slip stitch into the same stitch. So that is my tiny little head, but now we need to come midway here, just here. So we are going to slip stitch over the next 6 stitches. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 1, leave a long enough tail so that you can use it to stitch the two parts of your head together. So I'm just threading mine on my needle. So where you have that little bump, join it there. So go over about 3 stitches on each side. So that's 1, 2, and the third one, 3. And you can go through a few more times just so that you are comfortable that the head is secured properly. Don't forget to hide your tail away and to cut your ends. So that's all my tails. And here you have it. Now we're going to make him a little collar for his neck. So with an alternative color of yarn, chain about 10. Now this is a thinner yarn that I'm using, and this is a thicker one in my hand. So I'm just going to chain 10. Lay it, pull up a loop, lay it on the cat. See if it's a fit. Yes, it does fit. Put my loop back onto my needle. And I'm going to make a slip knot. I think it's a bit too loose. Let me take out 2. And try it now. Because I don't want it loose. I want it to sit a bit flush against his neck. So you're going to have to see what works for you. I'm going to pull up a loop. So you can slip stitch this on. But I'm going to use a crochet, a darning needle, and make a slip stitch with the darning needle. But you can also do this with your crochet hook. You're also going to work away your tails. So I've made my slip stitch. Now I'm just going to tie a knot so that it doesn't come off. And I'm going to work this tail piece in there. And this tail I'm also going to work in. And this is the finished product. You can see my tail is still quite curly. Let me grab a book. So once you put it in a book, and you've flatten down the tail, and of course put enough weight on top of it, it will automatically flatten out in time. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. This is the Queen Phoenix out. Happy crocheting. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, tag me in a video that you make. Thank you so much. Cheers.